Hi, Cancer. Welcome to your moving forward reading for 18. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. Cancer. 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 King of Wands. All right. Magician. Eight of Swords. Empress. Ace of Pentacles. Four of Wands. Oh, the Star. 10 of Swords. Chariot. Can you see that? Here. Okay, Chariot. It's supposed to look like an arrow. Do you see that? It's like this, and then it's or like that way. Move forward. Okay. And let's see. This was the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. All right, Cancer. There was great potential for this relationship. Can I just say there's great potential, or there was great potential? Feels like a choice is still in the air here. This Magician about. These two flipped, an indecision and someone remaining solitary and taking care of themselves and only attending to themselves, being cut off, providing for themselves only. What's this mention about? What's this mention about? Okay, so this somebody might have felt controlled and like they couldn't really do what they wanted to do when they wanted to do it. It killed their spontaneity, it killed their creative drive and their spirit. It killed all the joy as far as they might feel, and it prevented this control prevented an authentic emotional connection leading to a happy home. They probably have this is really kind of tearing them up inside. I think they might feel some guilt that this was their fault. The breakup was their fault. The reason things fell apart. This relationship had a lot of potential, but it feels like it was kind of stagnant. That instead of it being like an organic connection and creative spirit, it got to the point where it was just kind of I don't want to say stifling, but there might have been someone over managing or controlling things and thinking that they were making the relationship work, or like that they were the only one contributing or trying to make the relationship work, when really it was about control. Somebody just wanted what they wanted the way they wanted it, and it was stifling. So there was the control and forward movement for the relationship was probably an issue here, and I think they feel guilty, either that or they're still having some serious anxiety over the way things ended, or that things have ended. Cancer. What's this Eight of Swords about? Oh, geez, Cancer. Yeah, they felt like this is okay. Twofold. They felt like this was they really did feel like this was their dream relationship. But something went sour because control became an issue. Somebody felt stifled here. We got someone going round and round in their head about what to do, about how they're going to care for themselves now. What are they going to do? They felt really connected. This could be Taurus. This could be Virgo. I don't get that. I mean, it could be that some of you were like, I am so done taking care of somebody else. You know, I mean, we saw that Two of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles there. This is like, I'm so done having to care for somebody else. I just want to be by myself. So this could be that you felt like, you know what, I'm tired of having to take care of somebody. I'm not the Earth Mother here. I just, I don't want to have to take care of somebody else's life all the time. I just want it to be about me. And for Cancers, that's like, you guys are kind of the natural born nurturers anyway. So to have you exhausted from that, somebody must have been not appreciative, not receptive. Somebody must have just been a bit too always wanting that spontaneous hunt or whatnot. And you're like, you know what? You need to just calm down here and maybe have a night in with me and watch a movie or something. But I also think that they are going round and round in their head about the fact that they have lost the perfect relationship. That you were the perfect mate, the perfect caretaker, the perfect partner, not just because you were the perfect caretaker. And they've been doing some soul searching because of that. We have the Empress here again. And perhaps you need to realize that you are the shiitake mushroom. You are they're probably right. You were quite the good partner here. You made a great home for them, but they probably wore you the hell out. This is part of what your wheelhouse is in a relationship. For the Cancers that I'm reading for, you really enjoy a happy, stable, emotionally solid connection in the home. That's like life to you, and you work very hard to provide that. And the fact that this person is like, oh my gosh, I just really ruined the ideal relationship here. What the heck have I done? And you're like, yeah, you did. Because this is what I'm good at. I am good at this. I'm good at making a stable, happy, nurturing, loving home. And so this, I feel like you're thinking maybe that it was your fault, that you were too domineering or controlling. Maybe in their mind you were, but it was all in the name of preserving a home. That doesn't mean that you are domineering or controlling. I'm saying in their mind, but you know what? That's because this is what is very important to you. So if there was a disconnect from that happening and this was your true intent, it takes two. If this was your true intent, right? The reason why that went awry was not because of something you did. It was you reacting to a dynamic in the relationship. Meaning, you go in and you're like a clean slate. Like, this is not a clean slate, but you know what I mean? This is my intent. This is what I want. You could have messed up along the way, sure. You could have gotten a little cranky or kind of like about certain things. But this is a relationship ending on a grand scale. We've got all these major arcana here because a dynamic was introduced that you couldn't handle or manage. You tried. You probably tried to figure out how to make it work many times, because this is all about the creative process, nurturing, abundant, thriving. And so, you know, obviously that's kind of in your nature. And yet it didn't work. Why? Well, that's because there's another person involved that brought their own set of dynamics, and that's what needs to be sorted out. And I think that's what this is about, them soul searching and realizing, how did I mess this up? Because I think they know that your intentions were pure, and I think they know that you were a darn good partner, if not the perfect partner, and they messed it up. So they probably, that's where this guilt and this blame and this fear comes from, is because they know they screwed up. Because yeah, you're not perfect, but you're perfectly imperfect in the sense that your intention was this. And you do probably provide a darn good home, and you are a good mate and a good partner, and safe emotionally and kind and nurturing and all those things that make for a great foundation. But it takes two. And they probably wore you the hell out. So, yeah. Okay. All right. Anyway, and we've got, where did I see that? I thought I saw Leo here. We got Leo here. This could be Sagittarius. It could have Leo, Sagittarius. Could be Aries as well. But, you know, we've got somebody, this is saying that somebody needs, maybe you're thinking about taking the leadership role again. I say stand down, just saying. I haven't gotten through the rest of the reading yet. Maybe you're thinking about going back in there and fixing something. Taking the leadership role and being like, all right, let's figure this out. No, because you're going to end up back here again. With them going, okay, yeah, let me know, tag me in, let me know what you need, this and that. And you're like, wait a second. We're rebuilding here. Where are you going? What are you doing? And then, no. All right, well, what's coming? Okay. You're going to be working towards stability and redefining what you want in a relationship. Whether it's with somebody, with this person, or by yourself, is going to be your decision. Because we've got the Eight of Pentacles and we've got the Ace of Pentacles. And this is all about a stable, steady, secure, new beginning. But is that solo or is that with this person? That's going to depend on you. This could be you telling them that we need time for things to work out. So we need time. I need time. That could be you saying, you know what? I need time. I need time. Okay. It could be that, all right, I'm just going to say it. I think they're going to want a reconciliation, Cancer. See that? They're going to want a reconciliation, but what are the chances of that? You might even still care for this person, but it just, that we got the Ten of Swords here. I don't know. I don't know. It's almost like this is that irrevocable end, that what's done is done, and whatever happened has bled out. There might be something that's able to work out over time, and over time, after we heal, we can bring these two opposing forces together again and see what we can work out, and we can have that forward movement. We can have that victory together. But I don't know. It's going to be up to you, and whatever it is, you're either going to be working on your stability and security. Where's that Queen of Pentacles? Oh, that came out before. Okay. Or this is you two working it out together. You two working on it together. You might even live separately in separation, but still be working your way back to each other. You know, if it wasn't for that Ten of Swords there and this Eight of Swords here, I just, this feels like somebody's going to stay stuck in this position out of guilt, out of fear, feeling like they can't measure up. and it's going to keep them from being emotionally present in the relationship. And I think part of why this didn't work was because you felt emotionally abandoned in the relationship. I think that because there wasn't this fit, that it probably looked like it was very easy for that they had a great life. I mean, you kind of took care of a lot, and they probably took it for granted. And they probably, we got this right here and this energy. I mean, this is the all mother, and this is like, hey, do you need me to run to the store for something? All right, awesome. Tag me in. Let me know what you need. I'm gonna go over here with the girls, or I'm gonna be out here with the, doing whatever. And you're like, I just baked loaves of bread and fed the neighborhood, and whatever. Sorry, exaggeration. Point being, this is disparate energy right now. I feel like you're thinking this. I feel like they're thinking this. So whether this means that you're going to be working together to come back from this ending, or you're like, no, I think we should just let things be the way they are, and I'm just going to go by myself here. I appreciate you wanting to work things out, but I'm just going to go it alone. I need time to heal, and I plan on doing my own thing, and I plan on just keeping moving forward, and I just need time to heal. Thanks. So it's going to be your choice, Cancer. It's going to be your choice. Some of you are like, yeah, let sleeping dogs lie. This is about moving forward, me by myself, or it could be moving forward to the next stage of your relationship. What else for? Let's see, wrong deck. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Huh? No, I'm not. Okay. Cancer. Earth Angel. Well, yeah. Earth Angel. So this is probably what you look at that's what they're thinking about you. That you are the ideal partner. The Earth Mother, the Earth Angel, the nurturing provider. Cancer. Oh, receiving healing, nurturing, either receiving support or providing support. This could be that because you provided this so much for your person, that you're in need of that yourself. There's definitely a need for this healing here, and time to recoup and regenerate, and just I feel like you're worn out. If anything has a chance of surviving or being rekindled or working out, the first order of business is for you to be by yourself, like that Queen of Pentacles we saw and that Two of Swords, and you're like, I need to only have to worry about myself right now. I realize that you want this communal connection again. I get it, and maybe there's certain things that we can still co-parent together, but I cannot be around you right now. I need to be by myself. I need to only have to worry about me and our kids, if there's kids involved. All right, dose for Cancer. There's a lot of guilt and a lot of worry, and to some degree figuring out why this didn't work. What did I do wrong? All right, Cancer. We've got on the bottom, the answer is no. Wow, the answer is no. Do you see that? That's on the bottom. The answer is no. Inner child. All right, you, Cancer, are exhausted. We got your inner child. This is about you not getting your needs met and emotionally being strung the double hockey sticks out. You need to heal. That's an order, Private. You need to heal. I think you weren't getting your needs met, and that probably just took you over the edge emotionally, or just like maybe this Eight of Swords is also about you with the anxiety and then just the round and round and just not. No, there's probably disappointment. And you really need healing. This is about receiving healing from afar. Reiki, am I saying that right? You need rest and healing and kindness and support, and just to be, I keep saying this, but only having to worry about yourself. Your ex could say something to you, Cancer. What would they say? Your ex say? All right, this one flew out. That says it's easier to just stay away right now. All right. What else for Cancer? That one wanted to come out, but I'm going to pick another one. Cancer. What would your ex say to you right now? I'm more affected than you know. Aw. Jeez. That's rough, isn't it? Rough. Cancer. That's speaking to what this is right here. This right here. I'm more affected than you know. It's driving me insane. I am consumed by this, and I have been plumbing the depths to try and figure out how to work my way back to you. But it's easier for me to stay away right now, probably because of guilt, shame, confusion, and fear. All right, well, dang it. Be cautious. Oh, all right. I thought I heard a cat coming in. We've put the laundry up and we've shut the door. And unless you can unlock the door, I shouldn't be getting any socks or drawers or anything like. Okay, be cautious, Cancer. If you have started, this is saying be cautious of a fresh start. Yeah, okay. Oh, this could also be a new job, starting on a new career path. This could be a job, and this is new. So I mean. But if we're talking about a relationship, this is, you need to be cautious. You need to be very clear-headed going forward about any offers of a fresh start. Not because this person is duplicitous. I feel like they genuinely are truly remorseful. But it could be just to get the security back, and then we'll figure it out from there, and don't do it. Because you're going to end up right back where you were. And not enough time has gone by. You need to heal. You need to be by yourself. So if they come back because they're wanting back in there, they're wanting a marriage or a relationship or a committed connection again, at the very least a partnership. And this is you saying, perhaps in time, but I need to take care of myself first, or maybe we can just co-parent and remain compatible co-parents together, living separately. This is things working out over time, but this also is because there's been healing taking place along the way. So again, it will be your choice. Be cautious of things immediately with this. If they come to you and want this offer, it could be because they're just tired of being on their own and trying to figure out the world on their own, because to a large degree, you did that for them. You defined who and what they were on a large scale, like, while you were together, you kept the schedule. You did a lot of the planning, you were pretty integral in the relationship running smoothly. That's gone now that you two aren't together, and they're like, oh God, where'd all stability go? So just be clear about any offers of a fresh start, and we've got this Ace of Pentacles here. As far as a relationship, be very cautious and go in with your eyes open and vet the situation as you go along, because you don't want to end up right back where you were and then you're just separated for a second time. This is going to take work over the long haul. This is a dynamic that needs to get sorted out. This person, whoever this is, should not shortcut this process. They're just going to end up where they were. No. So, something else random, just want to say, just flew in there, that this could be you hearing news of them getting married to somebody else, though I seriously doubt it, honestly, because I'm like, okay, there's an ending, and you're like, yeah, but if you've been broken up with somebody for a while, it could be that they're looking for another marital partner, but I mean, that's so random. But that just flew in there, so I'm like, maybe they hear about you're hearing about your ex getting married, and you're just like, wait, what? And you're like, okay, I hope it works out for you, but I need to not talk to you for a while, and maybe that's why there's all this healing. However, I feel like this is just because you're worn the hell out. You are exhausted emotionally, and you weren't getting your needs met, and you're frustrated, and you're tired, and you're sad. So anyway, shutting up. So again, only if it fits, right? But that, I just saw that. Anyway, new job, possibly. We're talking about love. Be very careful about any offers of a fresh start, because it's not enough time has gone by. And whatever has happened it's going to take them sorting things out separately, as well as with you two working together. That's a very tall order for somebody that has this type of energy. They be optimistic, but it's going to take two, and they're also you're going to need some alone time to figure out your stuff, and they're going to need some alone time, and then you two are going to have to figure out how those dynamics work together. This is two opposing forces coming together for forward movement. This is no small order here. This is major arcana. This is a life overhaul here. So, yeah. Okay. I'm really shutting up now. I thank you for stopping by, Cancer. I wish you luck with this. This isn't saying this person is out to get you and to deceive you and rob you blind and break your heart and this and that. It's just that maybe they haven't gotten out of their own way enough. They don't even know themselves that they have an ulterior motive, or that they're not being completely forthright. They just want what they had back. So whatever new offers coming forward, be very cautious of it, okay? And make sure you go in or negotiate it with your eyes open. You don't want to be manipulated and then end up right back here again. All right. I hope this was helpful for you, and I truly do. And I hope you take the time to rest and to heal. And I hope that I see you in the next reading. But I really, please take care of yourself. Honestly, you just oh God, you just feel worn out. All right. I hope to see you in the next reading. You take care. Okay.